Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, Cole GG. Ha. Oh, I got high. How is everybody doing? I need to stop with the sussy-wussy chew-woo. We got ourselves a tier list to do. And this tier list is something that's going to be console-focused, not PC-focused for a game that I am continuously, non-stop addicted to, and that is Marvel Rivals. I was actually kind of on the downswing for a minute, and then this season, everybody eats. Everybody gets new team ups. You get a team up, you get a team up, you get a team up, and some of these team ups, magnifique. Oh, like ratatouille levels of cooking. Just so damn delicious. Other ones, worthless, actual worthless team ups. Low tier god would be ashamed that these even exist in the game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The fact of the matter, though, is that they made the changes and the game feels fresh. Rivals 2.0. And I like it a lot. I really, really do. And because I'm back in the swing of things for Rivals and I've been playing constantly, you know what? I figured I'd do this again because I did like one way earlier, I think at some point last year. And then I stopped doing it, but I'm going to do it again. And this one, again, is going to be console focused. I'm going to break it down first by the tanks, then the DPS, and then finally the supports. And if you want me to do like more in-depth like breakdowns for each character, fair enough, fine. You'll see tags in the box below. Then you can see, okay, which character do you want me to go? Bada bing, bada boom. I won't do a tier list fashion per se, but I'm gonna just talk about the characters where I think they stand right now in the game of Marvel Rivals. And if you want to know the credentials, I am someone that peaked out at Celestial 1 and very close to Eternity, but never got there. However, I don't play that much rank in terms of hours, and I like to actually play to a lot of characters because I see myself as a quote-unquote like true flex player where I try to play a cornucopia of different characters across all the roles, whether it be DPS, tank, or support. Like in the same way I played in Overwatch where I played all three roles, I play all three roles essentially, and so whenever I'm solo queuing, I'm never in a situation where I don't know how to play a certain role because whether it be tank, DPS, or support, I got it, okay? And it just depends on which characters that I play within that role, if they're good on that season, or how good I am, which I think I'm pretty damn good. I think I'm pretty damn good this game, make no mistake. Better than most of you, statistically speaking, all right? I'm better than most of you guys. So this is gonna be, again, the tier list for season 9 of Marvel Rivals. Soon coming in season 9.5, but I figured even though it's late, better late than when, never. And we're gonna start with the tanks first and foremost. I'm gonna tell you where they lie in terms of their rank in a general sense. It's gonna be from D to S+. That's how I rank it, right? D is the lowest, S+ is the highest. That's gonna be, okay? On that note, let's start off with, I'm not gonna actually go in alphabetical order here. I'm gonna change up, what'd I just say? Okay, I'm not gonna go in alphabetical order. I'm gonna change it up and make things a little more spicier, okay? Let's start with my girl, Emma Frost. Emma,
I beg your
you know where. Oh my goodness. Emma Frost. Emma Frost, I have at the middle of S rank. I think she's very, very strong this season. I think that when you have her, one thing that I think people don't understand about let's say the whole power level of certain characters is that it's not just their ability, but it's also how they affect other guys around them, right? Emma Frost has not only good team ups for herself, I would say, I think the best one is her Mantis team up, but she also gives Magneto an insane team. She gives both Magneto and Psylocke some very damn good team ups. Very good. So Emma Frost, I think, is in the middle of the S rank because her herself is a very strong character for sure, but then she also makes other guys that are very strong even stronger. So I would say Emma Frost is in the middle of S rank at this point in time in the game. After Emma Frost for tank, let's go to Hulk. Hulk I have right now at the top of A rank. And I think he's also very, very good too. A lot of Hulk players cry and complain about the character, like, oh, he's too weak and so on. I'm not too sure where that's coming from. Whether it be Diamond, GM, or Celestial, not Eternity, Hulk is pretty good. His combos are lethal. On cons, you see guys just do stunts with Hulk. I mean, they do like the wall cancels and stuff. They're doing like whirly twirl. They stun you in the air, Hulk smash, they stun you again, then boom, boom, and then you just die, and then they grab a dude, they can cancel all that. Hulk is good. Okay, Hulk is very, very good. He's not like busted, no, but he is a strong character, hence why he's in the A rank. I would say like the mid characters will be like the B and C ranks, and then the D is like the worst of the worst. But when it comes to the game of Marvel Rivals and even Overwatch 2, you also have to recognize, I think, skill ceilings. Skill ceilings are very important because skill ceilings, depending on how high the character is, even though their rank may be overall, let's say low, the potential is extraordinarily high. And Hulk is one of those characters. Arguably, Hulk has the highest skill ceiling of any tank in the game. Arguably, or very, very arguably. And because of that, Hulk, even though he at times is probably doodle, at other times he is phenomenal. He is busted. But it all depends on how skilled you are the character. And for every character, let me say this here now, every character obviously can be successful in this game in terms of skill. When it comes to certain characters, there's more of an avenue for success because their skill ceiling is that high. So Hulk, again, I think is at the top of the A rank because he's a very, very, very good tank. Now, next is Devil Dinosaur. Devil Dinosaur.
Look how they massacred my boy.
When he came out, he was at the pinnacle of S. He was S plus busted. He was insanely powerful, cracked out of his mind. I feel like Devil Dinosaur at this point in time is unfortunately in the middle of the C rank. He's underperforming, he's subpar. So if let's say B is your average, then C is your subpar, and then D just bad. I think that he's underperforming right now. He has that team up with Jeff. I've never seen anyone use that team up. All right, the little squirt gun, the hydro soak. I've never seen anyone use that team up ever. Between Diamond, Jim, and Celestial, I've never seen it. And I only see, of course, the team up with Punisher. That one I think is actually pretty good, like very, very good. Because not only does it have that insane range, but also it procs the bleed. So it's bleed on top of that. And then he has his own breath cannon thing, which also more bleed. So you have the machine guns plus the Godzilla breath plus the anti-CC. The problem with Double D is that he's too big. That's a problem that some guys have. I can relate. You're just too damn big. And unfortunately, because of all the crazy new abilities in the game, new team-ups, more, basically it all means what? It means more damage. There's more damage in the game. Way more damage in the game. It was their justification to give the support ult charge just back to the usual rate at 70% actually, and everyone's at 60%, which is like to me crazy. But at the same time, as the seasons progress on, you kind of see like, yeah, the damage is a lot because there's so many more new abilities that are out there that only increases the damage threshold. The healing threshold isn't matching, and Devil Dinosaur is on the bad end of that. So I think Devil Dinosaur is that he is at this point in time my lowest ranked tank at C. He's the middle of C. After that for tank, let's go to my girl Angela Airlines. Woo! I am an Angela enjoyer. Absolutely, okay? I fly the skies and I fly the skies high. I am one with heaven, baby. Absolutely. And my girl Angela, I think she's in the middle of S rank. This is debatable for sure, because you can argue she's actually, let's say, like B rank or A rank. But you have to remember one thing, okay? Angela is, how I say this? This is an objective-based game, okay? The game is not to try and win out in terms of kills. You can have half the kills as of the team and you can still win. All right, it's not Call of Duty. It's not team deathmatch. And Angela is low-key one of the best stallers in the game. People don't understand that. People recognize, obviously, Captain America. He's the stall king, okay? Venom. He Starscream of stalling, okay? Number 2 after Captain America. But number 3 is Angela. Angela can stall the card like a demon. I'm number 4 too, to win games where there are like literal games where the opposite team is dominating. Angela, stall card. And I'm flying around health pack stall. Flying around health pack stall. Supports, get out of here. And the way I kind of play with Angela is that obviously I want to get picks, duh. But the objective has more, like Captain America in a sense, and then you just focus on stalling. But more than that is that if you want to say that she's weak, she does do certain techniques and certain, let's say, harpoon on harpoon with the, let's say, the Loki clone, double harpoon it, or let's say do a fake out with the Loki clone.
It's a pinata tag.
Gloria! Heaven! I took great pleasure.
And her main thing is displacement. Sure, fair enough. And that is a team-oriented thing too, where like you want to get the person that you just hooked into your team. True. But her main issue is damage. That's her main issue. If you want to argue she's not S rank, it's because of damage. Where when she's on the ground, her damage is meh. And even with the Scarlet team up, where the Scarlet team up is actually pretty damn good, you can like coordinate your dive in a certain area, and then you can jump out, jump back in, let's say do another hit on the ground. So it's a very, very good team up for sure. But even still, her damage is lacking because the supports now are just all cracked. The supports have so much availability for their own self-healing. It's insane. So Angela, I think, is still very, very strong because if you have the mind of, let's say, the objective at hand and displacements and so on, she's just insanely good. And in certain maps with pitch, she's cracked beyond belief. She has a lot of damn counters for sure. Bucky, Thing, Sue. Oh, Sue. I hate Sue. I hate Sue when I play Angela for sure. But I think overall, she is very effective now. And her shield does get buffed like time and time. Like you see it, like her shield gets buffed constantly nowadays, which is good. But I feel like they should take the Star team up with her and actually add her AoE effect, which hits the ground, with Star-Lord too. That's what they should do with Angela. But either way, I would say she's still S rank, middle of S rank. After Angela, my girl, we have our first S+ rank tank. And he's, I think, in the mid. Well, actually, no, to be fair, I don't think it matters per se. You're S+. You're at the top of this top. And the first one is Venom. We are Venom. My boy Smoke plays a lot of Venom. And I've seen him do some work on Venom, like some work.
All right, wait like 1.5 minutes and then start. I'm gonna take a quick shower.
God, what the hell? Venom with that Phoenix team up. I've seen my boy Smoke just put in work with that Venom team up with Phoenix, and it is really good. Venom's stall utility is insane. His damage output is way higher now because of that team up. And Venom's also like very, very good too, like no matter what, with the anti-heal and so on and so forth. So Venom, I think, is the best tank. Well, no, I'm lying to you. There's someone else other I think that ahead of Venom. I'll say that soon enough. Venom is one of the best tanks in the game. Okay, he is at the S+ rank. He's insanely cracked, and he's hard to deal with, right? Even if you have anti-dive, he's still very hard to deal with. And unless you're really focusing Venom down, he will munch your supports and your backlines with ease. Even the highest ranks, he will definitely annihilate. So Venom, I see Venom get banned quite a bit, like quite a bit. I think understandably so. One thing else is that I do check to see, like based on my ranks and so on, like my own experiences, how many characters get banned, and Venom gets banned a lot. He gets banned. I've seen it. I see some metrics. He gets banned quite a bit. Like otherwise, once I say metrics, I mean other guys tell me like, hey, yeah, like we ban Venom quite a bit. Things like that. Okay. So Venom, I think, is at the S+ rank for the tanks. He's insanely powerful. After that, for tank, let's go to, yeah, why not Thor? Thor, he's good. Thor, I think, is going to be at the mid to lowish range of A. I feel like he's underperforming, let's say, compared to Hulk. But I think that Thor is still very strong in terms of his gameplay loop. But I think his issue is that his teams are kind of meh.
To be honest, meh.
The Hela one, which I thought would be pretty good going into the season, is actually kind of because you need to get the kill on someone with the set around time. If, let's say, you had an entire health bar of time, that'd be one thing. He has like half a health bar, and then afterwards he just dies. Now, Thor's ult is still booty, and I feel like in terms of the team ups, his best one is still the Angela team up. Even though that sounds crazy, the Angela team with Thor I think is better than the one with Hela. But the Hela one on paper should be just as good. Remember the old team up where when you and Loki and Hela were on the same team, Hela got a kill, and let's say you die before Thor, you could revive yourself back to full. I think that was better. I think that was better for sure with Thor than what is now with Hela. So this one's okay, but you're better off using the Angela one because you have more mobility, because you have like a third dash. Let's say you do your spin thing, then let's say you can do your Icar throw, you can go to Icar throw. So I think that he's way better in terms of mobility with the Angela team up for sure. But the Hela one I think is underwhelming, but overall Thor is still pretty effective as a character. And I would say in most ranked games, he he does devour backlines. In the front line, he can kind of make it work if he has a lot of heals and peels, but for sure, without question, the backlines, he is a demon. He's a menace. So I think Thor is in the middle of A rank. After that, I have another character who's also like in the middle of A rank. I have Strange. Strange. Okay, I'll be honest here, okay? Strange, I think, is solid, but he's only A rank because of the portal. The portal is still a valuable tool that you just cannot, it's invaluable. Like, if you don't have portal, if you don't portal in last second on overtime to touch point, you're throwing the game essentially. Like, that can make and break the game.
On the rocket outside, rocket on the mega outside. We gotta kill him, we gotta kill him. He has to die. He's one, rocket one.
Dude, oh my god, you can't just go.
Nice.
It's one of the worst feelings, all right? But because the portal is that valuable, I gotta give A rank. However, he's also kind of weird too, because I felt like the Gambit team was gonna be the best team of going to the season for Strange. But no, it seemed like it's the Invis was, because you have the bigger shield, right? You have the bigger and you have the more HP shield, and then your thing, as far as I understand it, I don't play Strange, but as far as I understand it, the burst thing that he does, the damage for the Hulk one is not that great and it has range fall off. Whereas the one with Sue, just, you know, it sucks, you win. And you also get, again, you get more defense with the bigger shield and the better shield. So Strange is in the weird spot. I think he's in, like, I'm gonna say he's actually in the low A, almost at B tier. Like, he's A because, again, of the portal ability, but in reality he's probably a B tier. But we're now, for now, I'm gonna say low A for Doctor Strange. After Doctor Strange, we have another S+ tank in, this bit controversial, Benjamin J. Grimm at your service.
It's clobbering time!
It's catchy, right?
I don't know how it works on PC, but in PC, I know that a lot of guys, okay, I do know how it works a little bit. A lot of guys play poke. It's very poke heavy, which is fair. On console, it's less poke heavy, it's more brawl centric. So at the high ranks that I play in, you do see more poke in general. However, on console, because it's more brawl centric, dude, Thing.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I don't know why anyone would ever use the suit team up. What the Johnny one is impeccable. He does give a slight buff to Iron Fist for his team up. Fair enough, fine, but whatever. And the main thing is that it's Thing himself. It's Thing himself. Thing himself is bananas. You have the Johnny team up, and if you have a Human Torch on your team too, and then he throws you out another team, he actually has a stun AoE field. So you can do a stun AoE field, then you do another slam down, and then you just boom, 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 boom. And the amount of health that you get back is so much more, because your rate of punches is so much faster. And you have the AoE range to that punch too, so you do extra damage to guys who are in the back line a little bit, or mid line at least. Thing is just, he's beautiful. He's so sexy right now. It is, I love it. If you want to push it on Benjamin J. Grimm, you in for a bad time, a really bad time, because my God. After that, we have I am Groot. Groot, I think, is at the top of S rank. He's not S+, but he's at the top of S rank. I feel like I'm not trolling you. The Mantis team up is like low-key cracked. And because Mantis herself has played a lot, that healing wall makes Groot nigh invincible. Nigh invincible. And also, him being strong via Mantis also conjoins with Star-Lord, because Star-Lord has his own team with Groot, which is also pretty damn good too. So it's like you have a synergy between the Guardians of the Galaxy members, between Groot, Mantis, and Star-Lord, where Groot's strong, Mantis on the field, his AoE healing wall is very powerful, and then him being on the field also powers up Star-Lord, and his traps are going everywhere, so you have like constant spamming of Groot ults. The mini ults from Star-Lord, and then you have the one from Groot himself. It's like, bro. And Groot ain't dying. He ain't dying. Groot, I think, is borderline S+. Like, he is that good, that cracked. The only issue with Groot is that, of course, he's weak to poke. You know, he's a big target. And unlike Thing, who can, you know, come into the poke range, start brawling, and mess the pokers up, Groot doesn't have really any. He has that one bubble thing with Jeff. Trash. I see some guys do it with Groot, but they're always like trash. Always want to use the Mantis instead. The Mantis one is so damn good. After Groot, we have Penny. Penny also, in my opinion, she's S rank. She's in the middle of S rank. I think she's very, very strong this season. Man, and again, on console, a lot of people love Brawl. They love to dive, okay? Whether it be Daredevil, whether it be, again, Daredevil, Magik, Black Panther, Wolverine, Brawl. People love Brawl on console. Rightfully so, I think, right? It's hella fun. And Poke, you can do it for sure on console with the same accuracy as, let's say, PC. The problem is that I think people love, at first when they play the game first, the Brawl is way more attractive on console, for sure. But Penny is a Brawl worst nightmare. A Brawl worst nightmare. You don't do a Penny in her traps, especially when you have the team ups where she has 2 traps and it's an entire field of death, right? So that's why you need the flyers, you need the Poke characters coming in. But she makes it very difficult for, let's say, Brawl characters to be effective, for sure. The blades and the magics, they cannot do what they gotta do when Penny has an entire domain expansion of webs. You're getting caught, you're getting trapped up, you're getting dying. End of story. Penny, I would say honestly, it's probably S rank even on PC too. I would say both Thing and Penny are S ranks on PC as well, honestly. So that's what I think though. I believe this is the, oh wait, no, we have one more tank before we get to the cream of the crop. We have Rogue. Rogue, I rarely see her nowadays. I think she gets outclassed by most of the tanks, honestly. Outside Devil Dinosaur, like Rogue, she is there once in a while for sure. But every time I see a Rogue, she's not putting in work. Probably because a lot of times you have Gambit who is banned, 1. But then 2 is that her stuff, I think she's getting outpaced by Hulk, Thing.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Boom, 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 and Rogue has to run. She's got to run. Her crowning thing for her is be able to pin you down. Let's say you have a diver on the enemy team, or let's say you're in the back line, and she catches you in the pin, then you're dead, because now you have that massive CC on you, you can't do anything about it. So I would say that Rogue, she's good, but I would say she's like at the middle of B. She's good. She's not bad. She's okay. She's not bad. She's not good. She's okay in the B rank. She can work. Every character in the game can work. But I think for Rogue, it's harder to press, let's say, characters like Thing, Hulk, Groot, and I would say number 1, the best tank in the game right now, at the S+, even higher than Venom or Thing, Magneto. Fear Magneto. The team with Wanda is a very good team up for sure. But people are sleeping on the Emma team up. That team up with Emma and Magneto, which is already an insanely powerful synergy. The indefinite clone that he gets with Emma is so damn powerful. It is insanely powerful. It makes no sense how powerful it is. Like, oh. And mind you, it's not just that too. He also provides Gambit, a very good team up too. Him being there supercharges Gambit. And Gambit's anti-die field, brother. So Mag is not only getting an insane team up with a very good synergized character in Emma Frost, but also he provides Gambit, who's already as it is, even better utility. So yeah. Magneto is more effective now in terms of lethality with his Wanda team up. The Emma Frost one is just insane, hunker down, 2 clones. And actually, it's more damage too, because the clone does damage as well. And he provides a damn good team up to Gambit. Oh, really? The Gambit team up is cracked, man. You want to dive? Boom, field. And then let's say someone's diving in your back line. Let's say you're Gambit, you're in the front line for some weird reason. And let's say you see your Rockets getting dove. Boom, field. So Mag is, I think, the best tank in Marvel Rivals for Season 9. Now, let's get on to the DPS category. And for the DPS, first and foremost, I'm going to start off with Human Torch. Human Torch, I think, is at the middle of A rank. I think he's actually pretty damn good this season, right? On console, obviously, on console, you'll see a lot of dudes rather play Iron Fist than the Human Torch, where we just want to fly up there, hit him, and track him, than let's say Hela or Phoenix or Punisher, X-Men, right? But even still, though, Poke is for sure a weakness for Human Torch. However, he does have, I think, a good team up with Jubilee, and I think he's actually more effective than you think. Again, just because on console, I think probably in general though, in lower ranks and mid ranks, people don't look up that often. But Human Torch, his mobility, that one buff they gave him, that folks thought actually was a nerf. No, it was actually like a dashing buff. He's actually, I think, pretty damn good, that dashing buff. His ult's pretty damn good. His ult can synergize very well with other ults for sure. And his slam down does have a lot of damage. So I've seen some good Human Torch here and there. I would say he's in the middle of A rank. He's very, very damn good. Oh wait, hold on, time out. I forgot one tank. What am I doing right now? Captain America. Hey, no cuts. Captain America, I apologize. Captain America is gonna be also in the middle of A rank too, okay? He's also pretty strong, but I feel Captain America is actually pretty weak because in the brawl scene, you see like a lot of guys hunt him down, like the Daredevils, the Psylocke, they can hunt him down too, the Iron Fist, they can hunt him down. But because I think Thing is so strong, if you're Captain America, you want to ban Thing. All right, you really want to ban Thing because Thing just destroys Cap now. Like Cap, I would say you could argue he's S rank. I would say he just gets eaten. He gets eaten nowadays by the Thing. Venom's better than Cap. Angela's better than Captain America in terms of stalling, utility. He has teams I don't know what they even do. I don't know what they even do for Captain America. Like I see him here and there on rank, but I think most times the guys that are running around, they're stalling. And outside of that, they kind of get picked off even easier than say Angela, because Angela's a clone now. So she can deceive cats and do her own thing, get help and come back. Captain America can't do that. I think Captain America he's a very good tank still. He's above par, he's A, but he's not S rank or S plus like the way he used to be. I think he's a good tank, but I'm gonna say he's A rank. Let's get into for DPS. Let's get into Iron Man. Why they nerf him? I don't understand that. Even on console, I'm like, eh? What? Why is Iron Man nerfed? That was a very weird thing to nerf Iron Man of all people in the game. I don't get it. I think before the nerf was probably B to A on console, and after that, I think he's like the middle of C. Maybe low B, probably just with Captain America. I mean, with Iron Man. Maybe low B, but what? It's a very confusing. No, I'm lying to you. I know why. The reason why is because they're afraid of flyers. If a character flies, oh my God. Like, you have the guys that he's hyperventilating. What is going on? Flyers are not that scary. Maybe from like bronze to platinum, but outside of that, it's like come on, bro. Iron Man did not need that nerf at all. That was cap. That was absolute heavy cap. I would say he's at the middle or the high of C rank at this point in time, but beforehand he was probably in the B's comfortably, and if not going to the A's. So Iron Man, he got throttled. I don't know why they did that to Iron Man. That was hella disrespectful. However, you want to talk about a resurgence? You want to talk about a character that has now sailed towards the heaven? Black Widow. Brother, I've got my ass kicked in, teeth punted in, all right, by Black Widow. Black Widow, I think, is high S rank. High S rank for Black Widow. You heard me right. High S rank. Black Widow has a very good ult. You're on console. She has mobility. She has the same infinite sprint like Captain America does. Keep that in mind. She can sprint just as long, infinitely, as Captain America can. Then she has a jumping slam attack, which allows her to get into range, at close range, if for some reason, if you want to be at close range. Then she has an anti-CC ability with that grab a and spin kick thing. Her damage output is insane. Absolutely insane. And even though she can't one-shot, Mantis is strong now. Very strong. Who loves Mantis the most? Who Black Widow Mantis were besties, yay. And her ult just one types. So Black Widow is a lot stronger than you think. Honestly, this season, I think she's actually, she is genuinely at the top of S rank. Another character who is also at the top of S is Bucky Barnes, dude. Damn. Bucky Barnes is a demon, dude. Back to server admin. Bucky Barnes not only gets a great team with a great team up with Elsa Bloodstone, but vice versa. Come on, like it's crazy. Elsa, okay, no, not yet. Bucky's team with Elsa Bloodstone in itself is a very good duo, a very damn good duo. Okay, and for Bucky, he's able to do way more damage, and his abilities are on a better cooldown too. Furthermore, Bucky, because Devil Dinosaur is not played as much and Thing is now banned more often, his displacement is now more effective because the tanks that would, let's say, be able to, let's say, prevent that are not, like, be unable to be moved, like Thing. He gets banned a lot. The Dinosaur, he's weak as hell. So Bucky just got a lot of tanks and then just boom, 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 uppercuts. You're up! And then good luck. If you have an Elsa Bloodstone and Bucky Barnes against you with that combo, good luck. It's tough, okay? Because the guy is anti-CC very effectively. The guy is also insanely good at range. The guy is able to, he's able to crowd control so freely. He gets shields like nobody's business. Yeah, but Bucky's, he's insane. I think he's at the, also with Black Widow, the top of S rank. Absolutely, Bucky is bananas. Now, after Bucky, BP, Black Panther is good. Good. Now, his counters are still his counters. Namor. Fantastic, less so, obviously. The Thing. Oh my God. He's reaching for a spear. He's reaching for his spear!
Look at the Thing watching for me. Watch.
It's a nigga.
It's a nigga!
Got him, bro.
Yeah, BB wants none of that. He wants none of that. But he does have a damn good team up with that instant burst thing, and his burst is a lot better now. It's a lot better. And I feel like with BP too, his magic combo thing is less. Like, you don't see that often with, let's say, the magic team up, but you do see that one with, I think it's with Storm or Thor. One of those two, either way. I think it's with Storm. And that team is fantastic. Okay, and I would say that BP in terms of lethality, he's up there. The problem is that a lot of sports now, they have their own thing too, where let's say Gambit in his AoE field, Cloak Dagger with her freezing, like, can't touch this, right? So they have a lot of anti, like Jubilee, who's all about that. So they have a lot of anti-die mechanics, but man, like when he's on you, either you're slow or you're on point. There's no between. Either you're slow and you die, or you're on point. The best thing to do with BP, that a lot of folks don't understand to this day, is positioning. It's all about positioning. Some guys like Ultron don't really care about BP. Fair enough, fine. But I would say that another, I guess, video for another day, but support players a lot of times, positioning for them is like,
I don't know.
Mind you, I play support too. I play a lot of support characters. I do, all right? But for some reason, it's like, for a lot of these other guys, it's like, even the highest ranks, you think that just running down mid is like, yeah, like in the back, fair enough, but even still, think about where you are, where you're located, be more self aware of your surroundings, X, Y, Z, the third. Either way, PB is pretty high. I'll say he's at the top of A rank, along with Magik. Get me right, Magik. I don't know how you see it on PC, but on console, she is the darling of console. If you wonder why there are so many Magik skins, it's because Magik is played quite a bit on console, and I believe console has better numbers than PC for player base. And man, Magik is powerful on console. People can do the combos very well. She's able to dive in pretty effectively. Supports are running for their lives constantly. Again, like with other characters that are dive oriented, Benjamin J. Grimm, Peni Parker, Namor, you get the drill there, right? I'll probably even say to an extent nowadays, Star-Lord because of his traps. Bucky is just, is that a magic grab? You're up! And then, okay, whatever. I apologize, Mr. Server Admin. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? Bucky's on the field, like crazy. But no, for sure, Magik is very, very strong. I think she has a good team up for sure. I think with the Hood coming up one, that should be very good in the future. But I think overall, she's a very good team up. She's very effective. Mad burst damage with the combos. And even nowadays, even with all the crazy buffs, supports have a hard time doing Magik for sure on console. So I think she's also at the top of S rank without a damn doubt. Now after that, we have our first D level character for the stream, I mean not stream, for the video and for this system of ranking, and that is Scarlet Witch.
You suck.
Scarlet Witch is meh. Everyone got better in the game via the team-ups, but for hers, they're okay-ish, but they're not enough to put her above board, I think. She is one of the few bad characters in the game in earnest. But even on console too, where like, of course, people don't want to necessarily focus on aiming, as the game progresses in years, the player base also improves over the course of time. The folks that keep the game less leave, and those that do keep the game, they stay. And with more time comes more improvements, better game sense, better mechanics, X, Y, Z, and third. And it feels like over the course of time, what happens is that people gravitate to the characters that have higher skill ceilings, and ones that have lower skill ceilings, they get kind of forgotten about. Why? Because they have lower skill ceilings. They're kind of already, like, you're already at your peak per se. And with Wanda, I think she has this issue too, where she's a low skill ceiling character with a low skill floor, which is fine. But at a certain point in time, it's like, why? Why? I don't know. You can be effective with Wanda, like with a character, but you have to be extraordinary so. She probably needs her own rework too. I'm keeping a stack. I think that she's still the worst character in the game. I'll say that at this point in time at D tier. I believe that this character is actually at the top of C. And that's Squirrel Girl. What?
What did he say?
¿Por qué? Squirrel Girl? Squirrel Girl. There is something, because I play Squirrel Girl a lot, all right? Yes. I'm a Squirrel Girl abuser too, okay? Traitor! I'm a main character. My main character is Star-Lord, all right? But Squirrel Girl has a low-key, like very low-key, gnarly team up with Iron Man. Iron Man is mid, for sure. But Iron Man in the future may get buffs and maybe be back, let's say, you know, that B rank. But Squirrel Girl has effectively 3 homing missile gauntlets when Iron Man's on the field. Now, that may not seem like much, but it is. That may not seem like much, but it is. Because it allows for Squirrel Girl to act more spontaneously with not only long-range enemies, and even flyers, but also close range too. Yeah, even at close range. So for example, a Venom is diving you. Squirrel Girl, you do your home missile 1. Then you also do your Mammal Bond, you throw the stun, and the stun also has a drone on it too, or a gauntlet, a home missile. Then you do it again. So you have 3 gauntlets. And then I think low-key, I don't know how it feels on console, I mean on PC, but I would say low-key, one of the best answers to triple support is Squirrel Girl. Honestly, the amount of damage she can put out, a lot of times it can't be suppressed even by 2 shield tanks. You can have Magneto and Strange, and she's just outputting so much damage with Iron Man because she's doing like 60, 70, 80,000 damage. She's actually at the top of C rank, like low key. But you have to be pretty good at Squirrel Girl in the first place to actually, really utilize her pretty well. After Squirrel Girl, let's get into an S rank character for DPS, and that's going to be Namor. Namor is just, he's excellent, dude. Namor. The Gamma Squid, muy bueno. There's just nothing more to say. So when Hulk's in the field too, and then use your bubble to speed up the time for the Gamma Squid, amazing. He is excellent at just crowd control in a sense. He does hyper boost Hela, who's also S rank too, so why not?
Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
both, it's Hela and Namor together, okay? Hela is also S rank. I would say Namor is low S rank and Hela is mid S rank. I think Hela is very strong this season. She is insanely good. And with Namor at her side, it's just like, yeah, GG's, okay? The other team up that we see, I think it was with Venom, where she has the little harpoons that stick to you and then you get healing, whatever. Squids. Just get the squids. You have the Hela squids, you have the Namor squids, you have the Gamma squid, and if not even, let's say, die, but also for poke itself, it's good to poke too low key. Like low key, because if, let's say, for example, you're playing against a poke, then you can just flank as Namor. You can flank as Namor. And then Hela has such good synergy because both Hela and Namor can flank if they want to, because Hela has her own buff as well. Hela has her own buff where she has the crow buff. Remember that? After the team ups too, she has her own crow buff. So her crow is omnidirectional. Omnidirectional crow. I've seen Hela's B-hop now. Like, goddamn, man. Hey, this is Guan. Brother, what are you doing? Jiyoung, stop. After that, we have someone I think who's deceptively good, but Hawkeye. Hawkeye had a good team up with, or has a good team up with Psylocke for sure. He's in the middle of B or even high B. Hawkeye, I would argue, has a pretty solid team with Cloak and Dagger. On console, Cloak and Dagger's played, what am I saying right now? Cloak and Dagger's played quite a bit. And because of that, Cloak and Dagger, she gives Hawkeye like Zorro slashes from One Piece. And the slashes, not only do they do damage and they also make you weak, but also they heal your teammates. There are some games I play where I'm at like 1,000 healing for Hawkeye. I'm like, oh, or 2,000, 3,000 healing for Hawkeye. If you play him in a way, okay, this is also like another thing too in terms of game mechanics, okay? Number one, you have the character strength in of itself. One. Two is that you have the skill ceiling of the character. Two, he has a pretty high skill ceiling, Hawkeye. Three, it's play style, okay? You have to adjust your play style in a certain way, depending on what your team is doing, what their team is doing, and then what teams you have on the field. And when you have Cloak and Dagger, you may want to play a little bit further back as Hawkeye, because not only can your Getsuga Tenshos go across the map, damn near, those Zoro cuts, but also they do a lot of suppression in terms of weakening the enemy team. And on top of that, you're already like pretty solid at doing some range damage at any enemies that come near you. But again, you have to hit your shots through the first place and it's pretty high skill ceiling. So I'd say Hawkeye is like to the middle to high B. That's what Hawkeye. In the same spot, I'll put Iron Fist. That's right. Mr. Fist. Iron Fist is good. He's good. I think he's like, again, high to a middle B. I would say Iron Fist right now is, his best team is probably the one Whitefox. Probably. I would say the thing was also pretty solid too, but I actually lean towards the AoE healing for your team's uptime in like a brawl comp when you're all brawling together. And Whitefox there. But he has great, overall he's just pretty good, honestly. I think he's because I do play Iron Fist, but not that much this season overall. When I do play Iron Fist, I want to actually lean towards the Whitefox team up. I would say it's really good, which is on the field, and then you have better tracking. Like you can reach in, or like how you say, like you can, I forgot what it's called, but the tracker for the character when you're attacking, it's at a longer range, so you can dive in faster and even harder. So it's great. So I would say but when he has that, it's pretty damn good. When he doesn't have that, it's okay. And you probably want to lean towards the thing team up instead with uppercut. But even still for combos, that one is, it can work. I won't deny, it can work, but I'll lean towards the Whitefox team up more. I'll say overall, he's still in middle B or high B for Iron Fist. Who's low B, I would say are both Cyclops and Phoenix. I know it's crazy.
Well.
Phoenix? Phoenix.
Well.
Yes. She's okay. She's not dominant like she used to be, but I'm okay with that. I actually put Cyclops ahead. I'll put Phoenix at low B, and I'll put Cyclops at middle of B, because I feel like his team with Phoenix is actually pretty good. I don't see Phoenix to use that much anymore. I also say when you have Penny on the field, okay, ult's there, cool, fair enough, fine. But that's really it. I think she's effective. She's still, mind you, all right, she's still extraordinarily lethal. You still have to respect Phoenix. You do. But she is more susceptible to attacks now. Way more so. Which I think is healthy for the game, because beforehand she was S+ definitive. Like S+++++. Like, stop it. Damn. My goodness. She was insanely busted. But now a lot less so. And I think that they may buffer in the future. But for console players, even still, it may not be that much a big buff, because you see people that they don't play poke that often as it is. But even still though, she's strong. Just not. She can be killed easier now. Her damage and her range is a lot less, which matters a lot. A. B. Her damage at close range is still pretty effective for sure, without question. But she's easy to kill now, which is I think is very, very good. And for Cyclops, his ult sucks. His ult might be worse than Thor's. Low key. Okay. A hot take? You let me know in the comments below. I would say that his ult is low key worse than Thor's ult. His ult is. And needs a buff probably. Wider range or more damage in the first hit. Who knows, right? Something like that. But it's not good. Not good. And then for his overall attacks, his range is actually very good. I think the main thing here is that because he has that one thing where he has the ricochet, and then with the team up with Phoenix, it does that chip damage. That's actually pretty. That's swank. That's good. That's very good. So I would say for him, he's in the middle of B, and for her, she's at the low B. After that, let's get into a character like Phoenix. At some point in time, was hella busted, then got nerfed, butchered, but now is back in season, and that's Black Cat. Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Black Cat is back. I don't want to see nobody say otherwise. I don't know her team ups. I don't know, but she's OD. Once again, we're at the point now where backlines have a very hard time dealing with Black Cat. Oh, a very hard time. Very hard time. If the right bans are in place, they, let's say, ban Penny, Namor, and they ban Thing. Black Cat was, at one point in time, I think, the strongest character in Marvel Rivals history. She was, at one point in time, I think, the strongest in history. Even stronger than Elsa Bloodstone at peak. It was Black Cat peak. She was insane. She was too much. She was too much. So the nerfs for sure mattered back then. So she's not as good as she was back then. But now, I think she's actually like S rank, high S rank. Not S, Giga plus. No. But she's still S rank at this point in time. She's very, very strong. Ban Black Cat, boys. Ban Black Cat. Black Cat's the truth. And if you want to play her, try to play as much as you can, because she is very, very strong. After Black Cat, we have Spider-Man, the face of Marvel, arguably the most popular hero of all time. Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I think, is in the high to mid A rank. That's right. High to mid A rank. I think I would say most folks use the Venom team up more than the Penny one. But I believe, as far as I understand it, the Penny one is better, as far as I understand it. And he is very good. All right, he still does what he does, but just better. Yeah, just better, such a thing, all right? A good ult to web you down. He still has the ability to do the map pulls where if you time it right and you get a swing on somebody off the map from like 80 feet away, yeah, that's for some damn reason on the game. Guan, Ziyong. Oh, but it's high skill. I know it's high skill, but brothers, calm down. Side note, Spider-Man's a very high skill character, for sure. He's like one of the highest skill, I would say, not the highest skill character in the game, no, but he is very, very high. He's up there for sure in skill ceiling. But the man does have an auto lock ability, so he is not necessarily as high skilled as the Spider-Man agenda would have you believe. All right, he's very skilled. He's top 10 for sure, without question. But easy on the mount. Every time with the stutters, bro. Oh, I'm not in the video. The video will not be touched. I don't care. I don't care. Mega Buster, have fun. Also, above part 2, I would say finally is Storm, the goddess. I think that Storm is A rank, also in the middle of A rank. I'll put her under Spider-Man, but she's also in the middle of A rank too. She's very good this season. She has the hit scan thing going on. And if you want to use the rating thing, the rating team up is fine, I suppose. But When she's in the field, let's say Black Panther, it's lethal as hell for BP. Like, so if you storm BP, get ready. Like, whoa, okay. Because if you have the Thing or Namor, tremble! Like, oh, whoa, whoa, oh no, he's coming. He's coming for sure. It's gonna be annoying as hell. But Storm has the hit scam team up, I think, with Thor. That one's good, man. That one's really, really strong. Her bolts do a lot of damage, and her rage is pretty damn good too. She has very good ult synergy with other characters like a Human Torch and Jeff. She's on point. She's on point. Make no mistake. So I think that Storm, yeah, she's still pretty slow as a character in the sky, but it's part of her whole goddess domineering thing, where she is the goddess of the rain and the storms. And yeah, in the show, she's like zipping around way faster. But the idea of her being like a dominating force of nature, I think it's still pretty cool. And I'll say she's a lot better now than she was before. She's for sure, I would say, without question, A rank. She's very good this season. Very good this season, without question. Now, after that, let's get into my boy, S rank, mid-high S rank, Star-Lord. Star-Lord.
Peter.
I think that obviously it's also one of the best in the game. All right, his ult, whenever he ults, it requires Magneto or Emma or a support ult to counter that, obviously, without question. But I would say that Star-Lord initially, in my take, was that he was going to be the bottom of S rank, maybe in high A rank initially. Okay, and mind you, I play a lot of Star-Lord. I'm like essentially like a virtual Star-Lord one trick. You can argue, though I'm really not, because I have so many more hours on Star-Lord. It's like my Thing hours are like 70 or 80. Namor, 60 or 70, right? So it's like 70, 60, 60, 50, 40, 40, 40. Star-Lord, 350 hours. I swear to God. 350 for Star hours, right? So I play Star-Lord way more than any character in the game. Way more, okay? Initially, I think that he had a good team up going with Adam Warlock. That was his core team up. However, the Star-Lord nerf, I think, hit him pretty hard. More hard than you would think. The one where whenever he does that roll, he gets HP, 25 shields, that's gone, okay? And I can feel it. I am for sure squishier than I was before. That's all question. And he wasn't, let's say, in the A rank because of that one nerf. However, low key, and I hate to say it because it's Guardian. It's supposed to be like the Revs comp is supposed to be like the best thing he has going for him. Wrong. It's the Groot team up. I am Groot. It gives Star-Lord a unique utility now for the first time. A stun. And this is way better than you first think. The cooldown is much, much, much shorter than the one for Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock, you can teleport like the rocket comp whenever you want to, essentially, after 30 seconds. However, if you die, that beacon goes away. Yes, it is. Yes, for sure, it is indestructible beacon. But even though it's an indestructible beacon, the fact of the matter is that you cannot use your res for like another 2 minutes in the game. That's like half a round, bro. For half a round, you can't res. You can't do nothing. You're wasting your time unless you have Adam walk on the field. Switch to Groot. That in of itself just proves that the Groot's better. And then when Groot's on the field, whenever he's on the field, which he's a strong character too, you have a lot of those plants. It's like a whole swarm, like a whole bushel, a whole like section of fauna that you just throw out there as Star-Lord. And Star-Lord be on the field too, also supercharges who? Mantis. Mantis also gets supercharged because of Star-Lord on the field. So Star-Lord is not only getting insane utility with a stun, which for in terms of, let's say, anti-dive, in terms of dive, flanks, off angles, it's fantastic. It's really good. It works. It works. Okay, now my voice starting like, I'll bet for an hour and a half, so my voice starting to be like, ooh, whoa, whoa. Started, I think, is in the middle of S to high S. And I'll say the same thing goes for Psylocke.
Sweet dreams.
I would say under Star-Lord a little bit here. That's what I argue under Star-Lord. Because for her team ups, she gives them to Hawkeye. Hawkeye is like pretty like low down the list, like whatever. And then her other one too, I forget what it was exactly, but not that thing, not that noteworthy. Like Star gives a buff to Mantis, dude. to Mantis and to Angela, who are very strong in themselves, very strong this season. So I would say for Psylocke, that's her main thing, but she's still very good. Like, I think her and Star play like a very similar role. So I would say Star does it better now because Star has the stun. She has no stun. Her damage is higher on average because of her shrinking combos, but Star has an actual CC ability now, which you can throw out there on a very light cooldown. And it's very effective too. She has also, man, that team with Emma Frost, again, once again, Emma Frost, we're doing a lot of work. Her clone is pretty damn good. Pretty good for a team up, right? The other one was the Cloak Dagger field. That one's okay. But the clone one for Psylocke, that one's good. Because again, the clones are pretty deceptive. They are pretty good in Marvel Rivals. Like, it's hard to tell who's the real one and who's a fake. So Psylocke, I think, is also in the same side Star-Lord. High to mid S. And also, the same thing for Peni. Peni!
Judge, jury, executioner.
Yeah, Peni he's the truth. I mean, listen, if you do not use that rocket team up, you're an idiot.
True.
It is what it is. It's like the thing team up with, let's say, Human Torch versus Sue. Why would you ever use the Sue one? I don't know. Why would you ever use the one with Daredevil? I don't know. I have no idea. This dude Punisher, cracked. When Rocket him on the field together, oh my God, bro. Infinite ammo. I've seen Punishers kill through support ults effectively with shotguns and regular shots. When Rocket team's on the field, boom, put it down. Infinite ammo, boom, 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 boom. I've seen it. It's like, bro, what? Like, Punisher in himself now is an anti-support ult dude. Rocket team up at the right time, you just burst the support ult and they can't do anything about it. It's crazy work. The guy is lethal. All right, he is one of the few characters that gives Things a hard time because he is cracked for sure, but because his damage is so high, you have to be wary of Punisher as Thing. You have to, for sure. Like, I've seen Thing mains, even myself at times, ban Punisher because Punisher's like, yeah, I'm gonna get bursted down like nobody's business because of Punisher. So Punisher, he is to be respected. His ult's still like, you know, you can get him. Like, if he's good, he's good. If he ain't, he ain't. Like, you can judge, jury, excellent. Oh, that happens quite a bit. Now, another character for DPS I need to get to is Blade. Blade, I'm gonna say he has good team ups for sure, but keep it simple, Blade. I think Blade is still,
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
He's okay. He's B. He's good. I would say him and Fantastic. So let's put them together, right? They have good team ups. Actually, with Fantastic, probably not. With Blade, probably in a sense, but it's not enough. Both him and Fantastic are in B rank, middle B rank, because they're okay. They're brawlers, but even in the brawl game on console, folks, because of that one guy that was like the rank number 1 on Fantastic, okay, fine. People are not going, oh my God, Fantastic, he's here, he's back. But more than not, it's for brawl, it's Daredevil, it's Iron Fist, it's Wolverine. Very seldomly do I see Blade. And Blade can be damn good, for sure. Well, without question. Blade is actually also pretty damn fun to play, I think. At least I love playing Blade, okay? I think Blade's fun to play. But he alright. Same as Fantastic. They have the same issues, I think, in many respects. Same counters in many respects, too. And again, the problem is that right now, it's Thing season. Blade, you would think does better against Thing than, let's say, Fantastic does, which he kind of does, but Thing is just so gnarly now, man. Thing is just like, bro, like, nobody wants to press me as Thing. Like, when I'm playing Thing, I'm like, yo, everyone, just stand back. Nobody wants to smoke. Nobody. Thing is him. Blade, I think, is solid. His ult, I think, needs a rework, like a big one. Fantastic, the same thing there too. Like, I get why they do it. It's like good for their characters, but I think Blade needs a flat-out ult rework. The same for Fantastic too. So they're both in the mid rank, B rank, mid B rank. Okay. Now, there is another character in D. Take a guess. Moon Knight.
Did he just throw the gun?
I don't know what I'm doing!
Then leave us be.
Trash. Low-key, the worst fall I've ever seen in my Rivals. This guy, honest to God, is down there with Scarlet Witch. I I have not seen any Moon Knight. The entire season so far, in ranked, I have never seen a Moon Knight. Never. Moon Knight used to be everywhere. The moon. He was an automatic ban. The moon. He was Loki. The moon. Tanks. The moon. It's a new moon out. I can't see it. I haven't seen Homeboy the entire month. On God. On Khonshu. I haven't seen the Homeboy the entire month. Where's Moon Knight? I know he has like a dash now with Cloak and Dagger, I think, and something else too. But whatever it is, it ain't working. And I would say thank God, because Moon Knight's cancerous, bro. Like Moon Knight is a cancerous character. Like no. I haven't seen any Moon Knight, and the guys I know playing Moon Knight have stopped playing Moon Knight. Where is Moon Knight? I don't know. I don't know. Moon Knight, he's gone. He's in ether. He's lost in the Speed Force. Okay, he's gone. Who is not D tier? Who is on the complete opposite side of the aisle? On the highest total poll of DPS, a return to form, damn near. Elsa Bloodstone. It's disgusting. Knockback kick, boom, 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 boom. Wade, like. Now, I say that though. However, in reality, I don't see that team up anymore with her and Deadpool. That one's like, eh. It's the one with Devil Dinosaur. That one. What the hell? Devil Dinosaur isn't played that often. He's not. When he is, he's always there with an Elsa Bloodstone. That trap is way too wide. That needs a nerf quickly. All right, her damage is insane. So, Devil Dinosaur is weak. Give another tank, another shield tank, he'll make it work. That with the Bucky and Elsa Bloodstone duo, because Bucky is armed and dangerous. He's looking crazy. Sir Admin, hey, where are your tickets to the stadium? No tickets? You're up. Like, okay, my fault, boss. My fault. Okay. And Elsa Bloodstone has this insane trap. She's actually like the best anti-dive character in the game, because you can't see that trap. It's stuns you for a long period of time. It does pretty good damage to you. Like, this trap is bananas. The trap and the trap alone warrants S+. Yes, the trap buff and the trap, not like, you know, anime traps. No. I mean, the trap buff and the trap buff alone warrants her being S+. That's how good she is. Man. Oh my God. Elsa Bloodstone is ferociously bad. In a good way. Okay? She's back in season. She's, for me, an automatic ban. I don't play her, but if you do play her, play her. If you can't play her, you want to lock her in, play her. Two more guys real quick. There's the third guy, but I'll get him at the end of the video. That's going to be Wolverine and Daredevil. I will say they're both S+, like low S+. They're not S+. They're both S rank. They're low S rank, okay? They're pretty damn good, but Daredevil's not the same monster as before, thank God. He's not, you know, running in there. The devil. No, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. But he's still very good. All right. The ability to see through the walls is still hacks crazy. He still can dive in there and coordinate with other divers very well without even needing any sort of coordination, because he can just see through the walls. And then also on top of that too, his burst damage is still very, very high. He is, I think, getting Thor a lot nowadays by guys like, of course, Benjamin J. Grimm. I would say guys like Star can do some stuff to him too with the whole plants. You have Saka do damage to him too. He can get brawled out now. I have seen Iron Fist actually be able to beat Daredevils in fights, but it's rare. It's rare. I think that Daredevil's team-ups are okay. I don't think they do exactly, but they're okay for the most part. But I would say he is low S rank, probably like high A to low S for Daredevil. And for Wolverine, business as usual. A lot of damage. Phoenix team up, spin to win. Bada bing, bada boom. You can't go wrong. And that is it when it comes to the DPS role. Finally, the support role, I'll say pretty quick. They're all pretty damn high. They're all actually very, very high. I would say that in terms of support, you have, actually, I'm lying to you. That was actually a complete lie.
I lied.
Here's how it works. So number one, Adam Warlock, he's B rank. I would say that he's very good in true support, of course. But you have to wonder, okay, outside true support, how has Adam Warlock played? Is he good or is he eh? And he does have that good team, I think, with Ultron, but it's not. And when you have Adam Warlock Ultron duo, you can do it, but it's tough. Coordination, stability is gonna be tough. You have to have a skilled walk for that, without question. He's okay. He's not great, he's okay. And I would say in the same spots also Whitefox. Her anti-dive is still pretty good. As well her teammates are okay, I think, as far as I understand, because I'm with Whitefox. But the dive is that much better now. The dive is just that much better. That much better. Black Panther, Magik, Daredevil, Star-Lord, Psylocke is just that much better. She's solid, but not the best healer at all, because I think her anti-dive is still pretty but it's not. I would say in terms of the B rank, Adam Warlock is actually high B rank. High B rank, because that res is still very powerful. The lowest support I think in the game right now is Jeff. I don't see Jeff anymore. Even the cutesy woo like the Atlanta boys, even them, I ain't seeing Jeff from them anymore. Like, where they at? Where's Jeff? He's all right. He's not bad. He's, I think, below par at C rank. And I'll say the same thing for Jubilee. I'll say that Jeff is like low C rank or like mid C rank, and then Jubilee's like high C rank. She is used quite a bit of time, but I feel like people don't know how, like, they don't know what they're doing with Jubilee. She dies a lot. I've seen her die quite often. Whether it's myself diving her, whether it's other guys diving her, whether it's, you know, just a poke. She's, for some reason, not hitting right now. Like, maybe she will later on in the season. Let's just 9.5. But, Cloak and Dagger. Christ. Cloak and Dagger, I think, is high S rank. Highest S rank. Borderline S plus. Oh yeah, you heard me right. She is high S rank, borderline S plus rank. And the keyword here is one word. So that we may survive. The keyword is survive. Cloak and Dagger is the tankiest support in the game by far. Bubble on the field for, let's say, other cats. Let's say if she gets dove on, bubble on the field. Cool. After that, fade. Okay. So now, fade, bubble, she's done, right? No. After that, ice block. Okay. After that, we're going to take her out, right? No. Now the bubble's back on cooldown. Back off cooldown. She is killable, but it's tough. It's very tough to kill Cloak and Dagger nowadays. It really is. It's like that ice ability that she has now makes her so selfish. It's like, yo, you could fade, right? There's people that are around that are getting caught, like the other support too. They're getting caught on the ult. Fade us out. Fade us. Nah, champ. Nah, B. Ice on me and me only. Man, after that, Invis, I'm gonna say she's mid to low S. She's still insane. That flaming shield's very good. Very good. Even Johnny's field too, very good. The other team I don't know what that does exactly, but she's still very, very good. I would say she again low to mid S for Sue Storm, but she's, I think, outpaced by Cloak and Dagger. That's what I'll say. Outpaced by Cloak and Dagger and the support too. And that is in the S rank, Luna Snow. Luna Snow is still like she's the truth. Okay. The Whitefox cleansing team ups. Now, to be fair, on console, doing Luna Snow, let's see what Cloak and Dagger is insane, because on console you have to aim, and aim is like, like you can, of course. I'm not saying console can aim pretty damn good for sure. However, most folks gravitate towards Cloak and Dagger because she has no aim requirements. However, Luna Snow has that stun. I mean, that CC, that cleanse. There we go, the cleanse.
By the
Do I get ulted? This is how it should normally last. Do it again.
By the eye of Agamotto.
What? That's a feature, not a bug.
You got Strange ulted. Nope. You got Thing ulted. Nope. Disgusting. It's not as good, I think, as the Cloak Icicle thing. No. But that's not fair. That CC, the Fox CC, that's not fair. Guan, I know they love them some Luna Snow, but nah. All the songs she sings, all the dance numbers she does, all the fit she gets ain't gonna change in balance. That is imbalance as hell. Guan, Ziyang, y'all know it too. Don't lie. Imbalance as hell. Who needs a buff? Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon.
Is that better?
What? That alt nerf, you can feel it. He's not bad by any measure. No. He's not bad by any measure, but he's A. He's like mid to low A rank, honestly. Rocket needs some work. His planting up with the Groot is also pretty solid as well. The other team up I don't think necessarily matters too much, honestly. The main thing here is that he has that good, because the one with Squirrel Girl is trash. Honestly. Groot's played a lot. And so you want that team for sure, without question. The one Squirrel Girl is like, you throw the acorns kind of suck, man. But nah, just Groove team up for sure is way better. It's undeniably better, without question. However, even still, its ult is worse. For sure, it is worse. It's still a good ult for sure, but it's not as good as it used to be. After Rocket, we have Loki. Loki, I think, is also A rank as well. The man can copy ults. I think he has a good team with Hela where he can actually copy somebody else, which is, I think, crazy. Like, on the spot, it's actually pretty cool. But he's a very high skill ceiling character. I'll say the highest skill among the supports, highest skill ceiling character without question. Okay, he's very hard to use. So Loki's skill ceiling it's very high. He has a very high skill ceiling without question. And I'd say he's A rank because I think folks over the course of time, I think that let's say over the months to come, he'll get higher and higher in the ranks because the more time, the more skills they attain, the better he is. That's what I think. After that, we have the top supports in the game. Actually, I'm lying to you. There is one last S rank one. Ultron.
You serious?
Ultron, I think, is at the low S rank. Ultron is really freaking good. Low key, you may hate to say this. Ultron can heal, I think, properly in a dual support lineup.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yes. Ultron, I'm saying it again. I think he can heal in a dual support lineup effectively. Just like another character I mentioned soon enough. I think that he is really damn good. His Peni team up, if you don't know this, it hits all allies through all the wall. All allies get the drone for temporarily for let's say a few seconds. So let's say you have a diver. Let's say you have a Black Panther who's in their backline doing some crazy shit. And then they're very weak. You can, as Ultron, just have your drone go there for let's say like 2 seconds and then they get some health back so they can survive. His ult, folks don't understand this, his ult is very good at not just damage, but also healing. One of the best counters to Elsa Bloodstone's ult ability is Ultron ult. Literally, because you take care of the Glotrox, and then also you heal your team. Even let's say if they're deep, you fight ult deep too as Ultron, and then you get the heal. For S ranks, for supports, well, I'm sorry, S plus rank, I stand for 2 for last because it's pretty obvious, right? Number 1 is Gambit. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Number 1 is Mantis. Number 2 is Gambit. I'll put Mantis in S plus as well as Gambit, but she's higher than Gambit on S plus. Yeah, so I would say that Mantis is the best one in the game. So best tank, Magneto. Best DPS, Elsa Bloodstone. Best support, Mantis. Mantis.
What are you doing?
Smiling.
She is really damn good. She gives a great buff to Groot, a fantastic buff to Groot. It's not even fair, and Emma as well, who are very prominent and strong tanks, 1. 2, with Star-Lord, who's also S-rank hero in the game, she is able to do her AoE healing way more effectively. She has anti-CC, she has damage buff, she has her own self-heals. Bro, she's... Mantis is effectively, especially with Stall in the field, another dual support. Even more so than Ultron. Ultron, it's hard to do because it'd be smart to be a good Ultron. Mantis not so, but she's very, very good. And Gambit, I mean, here's what's about Gambit, okay? Gambit's ult, I don't think is as good as it used to be. Not even close. It's always way more dominant, way more threatening, way more definitive. Where if they had a Gambit ult and you didn't have anything to counter that, you were dead. You were dead. But now it feels like actually you can kite it easier, you can survive easier. Let's say with an Atom Soul Bond, you can do it. The ability, the ult is still pretty insane for sure, but it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. It's actually, I think, way more tame now. And I see less Gambit bans. He's still banned a lot, but less so. And I am seeing a lot more Mantis bans for sure, without question. However, but his team ups though, Jubilee, okay, that's whatever. Magneto, oh my god. That Magneto one, hey, I'm being dove by spot. Nope, field. What's up? Can't touch this. Do. It's like a Hugo Clan Barry from Naruto. He does the rotation kaiten and he's safe. Can't touch this. Oh, can't touch this. Oh. Last but not least is my boy. The other character played a lot. Monsieur Deadpool.
Oh, I'm touching myself tonight.
I believe that all Deadpools, tank, support, and DPS pool, all three of them are S rank. Middle S rank. They're so good. They're so good this season. I would argue that right now it leans actually towards DPS pool. Oh yeah. DPS pool. What we want to do is this. When your support pool, DPS pool, even let's say tank pool maybe, you want to use the Gambit one first for your team ups. Once you get that first ability, so for DPS pool, it's your hijinks, switch immediately to the Hela one. Because once you have the hijinks and you're now bouncing around with your swords indefinitely, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a demon. You're a demon. Even on DPS pool, Brawl's better than Daredevil. Then Iron Fist. Then Magik. Demon. When you bouncing, oh my. Now again, there are counters like, once again, Benjamin J. Slim. Hasn't changed, but outside of that, you are damn good. You are very good at bouncing, on stun, on crip walking, and then when you're attack pool, I mean when you're tank pool, the guns. You get that Hela one where you have the tracking homing missile now, that crow that pops out in the corner. Very good too, because now you have more effective damage. And for support pool, the problem with support pool is that support pool, he gets a lot of healing done. Like a lot of healing done. Like if you notice actually, like there are times where I play support pool and I'm matching Cloak and Dagger at like 50k healing. Like I'm matching Cloak and Dagger. The problem is that folks can't work around offensive support ults unless they're Gambit. That's really it. Whitefox, Gambit, and DPS pool are in the same category of offensive support ults. When you have their ults, you have to push in and make space. Whenever you're DPS pool and you're ulting, for the most part, you're in there making space. You're doing a lot of work, and you're healing to it as you do that work. But more than not, if you have, let's say, a poke comp they're playing with, then it'd be worthless. If you have a dive comp or a brawl comp, oh yeah, they know. If you have a thing, a Hulk, a Venom, and you're ulting, they know the drill. Yeah, we stand right here. DB's ulting? Bad. We ain't leaving. Backline forever. Backline forever. That is my take on this season of Marvel Rivals and the rankings. I thought it would be a pretty short video, like 60 minutes long. I'm a yapper. I apologize. You will see these things tagged in the box below, which character. And overall, I'd say it's a pretty damn good season of Marvel Rivals. I think it was better before the ult buff back to supports. But I can see why they did it in hindsight now, because the damage is a lot more over like across the board. It really is. And even now, they see the supports have a hard time, and we have a hard time keeping up with the damage. And our ults aren't enough at this point in time. So, yeah, you can argue many ults aren't enough. Either way, though. Either way, that's it. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Everyone, take care, stay safe. You can catch my streams from my rivals whenever I do them live on this channel, code GG, or on twitch.tv/2B. Until next time, take care, stay safe. I need to take a break. I'm tired after all this yapping. Have a nice night and have a nice day wherever you are in the world, wherever you are. Because right now for me, it's like 4 a.m. I'm tired. Whew. I'm tired.